Okay, y'all, another episode of the continual background shuffle. I've actually made my way to Argentina again, and I'll be here for the next month or two. So this video I'll try to cover some of the differences between Argentina and the United States, for example, because I'm from there, obviously. And also some of the other differences I'm already noticing on my second time back within the first 24 hours or so. And I'll talk about the journey and just some of the things that you can expect if you ever make your way to Buenos Aires specifically. So this will be a pretty niche video. And as a reference, this channel is probably going to cover the more like cultural differences rather than book reviews, because I went pretty hard in the paint with some book reviews there for a while. But I only have a few books on hand with me here because obviously their English library is not going to be great, and don't expect any book reviews in the coming months. So I'm living pretty close to where I did last time, which is pretty close to the Obelisk, their like main strip of Nueva de Julio, which is like their main Broadway street almost, you know. Now the old Airbnb I stayed at was very good. The shower was great. The trash system was a little silly, but the two things I'm noticing in this Airbnb that are worse are the shower is terrible and the trash is even weirder now. So the old shower was great. I like a lot of pressure, so I like it to have power, but this one's hanging from the top of the room. Unfortunately, it only has two settings: freezing cold or absolutely scorching fucking hot. So for the past few nights I've been having basically volcano showers because I'd rather tolerate the heat than rather survive in the cold, hence why I live in Texas. But it's just been ridiculous. So trying to wash my hair without burning my scalp has been quite an ordeal. I don't know if I put this in my other Argentina video, say 8 months ago, but the trash here compared to what we're used to is just like, it's just way less convenient, right? So typically in America, what we would think of as like a trash can for like a bathroom, one of those like tiny mini ones, right, where you just kind of put like floss and Q-tips and small things like that. They actually use it as their main trash inside the house for the most part in these apartments, at least from the ones that I've seen, and they're very small. Now when you want to take your trash, because you'll be doing that all the time with these tiny trash cans, you have to go put it in the hallway. Now this is where it gets a little weird. At the old place, it was kind of normal. What we would think of as like a normal kitchen sized trash can, you know, whatever, like 10, 13 gallons or something like that. That normal kitchen trash can would actually be their hallway trash can. So everything gets like sized down basically, right? But in this place, it's even different. So the janitor that let me in is very nice. He speaks a little bit of English. It's not perfect, but hey, if anyone speaks English, yeah, that's pretty awesome. And the guy told me that I can just put the trash in the hallway, right? Now, of course, I was expecting to be able to find like some sort of medium-sized trash can, but I found the hallway to be empty, like some sort of like service closet, and I was just really confused looking into it. It has like a recycling medium-sized bin outside of it, but I'm obviously not going to put my trash there. So I was thinking like, okay, maybe they took all the trash cans away. So I went down to the other floors, looked at their hallways, and some of them had the exact same empty looking service closet. So I figured that maybe it was like trash day or something, gave it the benefit of the doubt, and then went to check this morning to see if they restored the trash can. I'm not sure because I'm jet lagged. I've been sleeping at weird hours. I'm not sure if they took the trash can out during the night or something. Maybe people steal it. I don't really know. I couldn't think of a reason why. So I checked it this morning. I've been here 2 days. And guess what I found? I found in the service hall this morning a trash bag of one of the tiny little bathroom trash can sizes that I was talking about in the United States. I found one of those tiny little bags tied and just left on the floor inside this service closet. So they don't even have a trash can here. I guess you're supposed to just leave the trash bag there and the janitor comes by and collects it. But that's really irritating because if you're trying to throw things out, you're going to run through this trash so fast, right? So this guy's got to be like doing it all day, every day, right? But I don't know. That's one of the things when you come here, right? Also, the other thing when you gamble when you come to South America is the bathroom. So in South America, obviously you can't really put the toilet paper in the toilet and flush it down because it clogs it, and they don't have the super awesome plumbing that we're used to in America, right? So next time you take a shit, make sure you enjoy it when you flush it in the United States, right? So over here you have to throw the paper out in the trash can. It's very nasty, but that's the way they do it. However, as a Texan and fellow United States man, obviously I find it pretty repulsive, and if I can shove anything I can down the toilet without breaking it, I'm going to do that, right? So last year, the Airbnb I was at, the toilet was actually pretty strong. It could handle a fair amount of toilet paper, not much. But if you did it maybe 2 or 3 flushes, you could actually get it all down without putting it in the trash can, and then the trash can doesn't smell. Trust me, I know it's disgusting even just saying that out loud. But that was my kind of reference for the toilets in the city, and I assumed that was more or less the quality you could expect. But no, in this Airbnb, it's pretty clear I'm not going to be able to flush down toilet paper. I might be able to get a sheet or 2 down, but that's pretty much going to be it, you know? So I'm going to have to adopt the method of probably throwing it out in the trash can, which I'm not happy about, but hey, that's kind of what you're gambling with in Argentina, right? And probably South America for all that matter, right? So that's my Airbnb so far. I wouldn't say it's disappointing, it's just kind of like to be expected, but it's a little bit worse than the other one was. Yes, and the last thing I forgot to tell you is that my sink is also really tiny, like one of the big plates barely fits in it, and obviously there's no dishwasher, so I'll be doing it by hand, of course, but there's not really a way that I can even stack it up, so I have to do it like right away, obviously, right? Which is fine. Now, the one thing that's better about this apartment is I actually have a washer in unit, which is kind of surprising because the other place didn't have one. But there's no dryer, so I have to like hang it up on a clothesline, I think. Haven't done it yet. But you know, that's how it goes. You kind of gamble. You never really know what you're going to get exactly. But generally, the things that you have in the United States are going to be better when it comes to just like convenience and appliances and the system of like the way things work like locally, right? So once again, next time you take a shit, enjoy it when you shove all that toilet paper down there, because a lot of people around the world don't have that privilege, you know?